they would be like, anarchists think X or anarchists think Y, and they then proceed to say something that, like, you can find people who call themselves anarchists who don't think that, right? So they'll be like, anarchists advocate violent revolution. It's like, well, Proudhon called himself an anarchist in the 1840s, and in like letters, he explicitly argues against violent revolution because he doesn't think it's going to actually create a stateless society. And so I kind of take that approach where I'm not saying, look, this is the one true anarchism, because I don't think that really makes sense descriptively, given that, throughout its entire history, you have this process of people who both call themselves anarchists and argue with one another about like who is and who isn't the true anarchist. And everyone is like, there's no agreement on even who to exclude and who to include because they all have like different views on that. Yeah. And this obviously continues up to the present with, anarcho-capitalists were like, we're going to stop calling ourselves anarchists. And then socialist anarchists were like, no, you're not anarchist. That's just like the latest version of this like thing that's been happening as long as people have been calling themselves anarchists.
Right.
And so it is still the case that, well, anarcho-capitalists aren't anarchists in the sense that they don't have the same set of beliefs as, this social movement that arises in the 1860s in the First International, or they don't have the same belief system as Proudhon. Those things are still true, and in that sense, they're not anarchists.